And hey everybody, welcome back, BogMod here. You know, it's since we're in the city. Hey Loki. Well, not the city, but well, the village. Might as well stop around and see what's going on. Might be something interesting. Facilities. See? Arrow. He's trying to figure out what they're trying to do. It's good. But I would have liked it a little bit earlier. And then we could have spent the game trying to implement the plan. Ooh, the ZCF bearing. The finest bearing available from the Zeiss Central Factory. 10 grand on my fishing rod. So actually, we can use this. No? Maybe I can't. I was gonna say, can't that tell me what I need to do? We'll just keep looking around then. See if anything pops up. No, those three are still there. Well, they haven't moved. Well, maybe there isn't more to do in the village. Alright, well then we'll go back to the Murdered Cabber. We got people to talk to, starting with our good buddy, our good member of the... That was... that was very... anime. Very tropey. It cannot be! An Ordis. Exactly. Seen by Order of City Hall. Okay. Ooh. Don't make me play the guessing game. Who is dispatched? It's partial devotional. This could get messy for him. Okay. Sure, we'll help out you, buddy. What are we doing? Ah, good old utmost secrecy. Good thing no one predicted, from the IDF predicted this. Doesn't make you worry. Spreading out faster than weeds. An executive agency where the conscription and requisition council is only seen established. And the authorities represent conscript according to the law. Something carrying out the law. This person is only targeting of the nobility. Currently seizing assets way beyond what the law permits. Ah. It's way too far. Someone said they have a grudge against nobles. It's almost as if... it's almost as if, Reen, you've forgotten that the nobility went for a civil war with basically the purpose of being able to put the boot to the peasantry again. A lot of nobles weren't good people. It's not recounted when talks to the Cayenne family. Now, yeah, what is your official legal position, work position right now, Macchius. And this seems like one of those situations in, like, a movie you'd expect they've kind of, you know, taken him off the list of authorized personnel. Revoked his authority, etc., etc. Mechanics at the harbor. First repositioned. Alright. Let's bring the documents between us. Appropriate squadrons. Understood. He's probably, you know, he's probably doing it because he's cursed. I mean, we talk about, you know, he might have a grudge, but he's probably cursed. Cursed with evil! I like he calls us a kid when, like, because of how their faces work. They all look the same age. Feeling we meet him here. Arthur! Dun dun dun! See your dad again, and now you, Macchius. You see, sounds like you've been doing some good work with Thor's with the Government Accountability Inspectorate. Man, you've really grown. Grown evil. No, Max. This guy is. Max's cousin was in a relationship with the noble son of a count. Oh yes, and then they like drove the girl to kill herself. That would explain his revenge. See, motivations. I like motivations. She killed herself, wasn't she? I think. And press the right. Transfer to Ordis. That was just a coincidence. Something that happened. I figured I was no position to face you or your father. I want to ask you, what exactly were you planning when you seized that ship? Emergency rescue of resource for refugees and victim of war. Please, these spies meant to support the citizens won't be allowed. A lot of different ways. Okay, sure. That's what happens when you play loose with language. I even hide the fact that you're ability blind. That's right, he's taking from the nobility and giving it to the military about to put their lives on the battlefield. He's a monster. Truly, the curse in all its glory works upon his brain. Macchius, you remember the Civil War. There, after all. The suffering the nobles' foolishness has caused. I don't know. It was like 5 guys got hurt. Yes, they paid reparations, but it's not enough. Like the progress of the Empire and its people for generations. Oh, Arthur. Oh, there we go. See? See, the only reason that he'd ever consider getting revenge for his dead fiancée or whatever is an evil curse. Making him go evil. No one would ever do the things he's doing without being cursed. If we want to remember this war and create a brighter future, they must pay. Arthur, listen to me. You can't do it. This isn't what Elsa would want. What? If you know them yourself, why would you be so harsh on other nobles? Because they're dicks. I mean, Reen's from a noble family. He's not a fan of them. You've never forgiven yourself for Elsa's death. The pressure from the nobility. The things you said they've been doing all these years. I told her treasure as my mistress instead. If she just accept that we couldn't be married. Oh, dick move, Arthur. Right, I remember that. I remember. I didn't understand it. Why would she take your own life? Ha, 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 ha. What am I saying? You should repent now, when it's too late. Forgive me, but I've been stalking you. After Elsa died, you go to City Hall, worked with different departments, cut ties with the Cayenne family. Oh, he's been motivated by his tragic past. I don't deserve those words. Back then I hated the nobles and how powerless I was to change anything. Still remaining faith in them thanks to the Civil War. Put them in the line of fire. But this isn't right. It kind of matters what dirty tactics your foes use. I believe in the law. I mean, Macius, here's the problem with that statement. He's acting within the bounds of the law. It's a poorly written law that can be interpreted broadly. This is how the law operates. You probably want to say, like, you believe in justice, maybe? Or what's right? Because laws could be whatever. Laws can be good or bad, just or tyrannical. They're whatever we make them to be. Damn it, I know! I tried to do things legit, but it was enough. No one's ever going to change anything that way. I mean, yeah, I kind of agree with him on that one. The nobility were definitely like, you know what? Screw that. Screw the process. Let's just have a giant war. Not alone we can't. I can speak for myself, but I haven't given in yet. Death hit me hard. Just like you, I started giving my hatred. But then there wasn't... But I got over it before the evil curse came out. I know there's a better way out there for you. I'll help you find it. It's the least I can do for the man my cousin loved. Macius! He's still talking in his curse voice, though. Should I face you or your father after everything I've done? It's Macius! Regnitz! Carl Itz. I'm going to stick out my post as Imperial Governor from here on. But I can't do it alone. Neither now. That's what I think Elsa would want. But you gotta stop robbing innocent people, even if they probably do deserve it. Macius. Oh, we defeated the curse with just talking. I'm even more convinced that Rena's fine now. I mean, first we had the big friendship moment that brought him out, broke the curse thing, and then we had after he absorbed some curse, and now we're seeing that you can just talk to people and break the curse out of them. Some ways and revise the requisition policies. And he didn't do anything about the stuff he'd already taken from people. Thank you, Reen. So only thanks to you and Eustace and the rest of Class 7 too. A little more trust in the future now. Who knows, I might be able to reach some kind of understanding with my own quote-unquote father. This comparison. No. If you listen to Reen, no matter what happens to him, everyone has it worse. You're a good friend, Macius. Thank you. Again, another instance where I could have seen that exactly playing out and no curse involved. Maximum bondage. Good friendship moment. Anyone on deck? Well, well, well. Oh, and we got a romance moment with Altina. Check up her as her instructor. Maybe give her a pat on the head. Summons the robot. Oh, where are you going? I think it is kind of an issue when someone sneaks off just to do secret stuff. So much for, well, it's kind of funny. We just had that scene where they're like, "Oh, I trust you, buddy. You're my friend. If you ever need anything, blah 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 blah." And the Marines like, "Oh, she's going off to do a thing, and she said that she could handle it." Well, let's not trust her to handle it and go after her. Information. Oh, strategy in place to send the region, capture the bear and his wife, and draw renown in the open. Interesting. See, that seems weird to me. That seems entirely contrary to what the government seems to want. Like, I'd always kind of thought they were just kind of going through the motions. The idea that they're actually doing something like this seems weird. And that, again, if we kind of had some more explanations on motivations and that sort of stuff, maybe that would make more sense. But I feel very off balance about the whole thing. So right there, Brad. Pant. Killed ladies cause so much trouble. Wait, are the intelligence division's Black Rabbit? Yarg! Oh, he's flipped. What the? And then they died. Oh. Even the Zabber so impossible. Who's in charge of the Imperial Defense Force, actually? Who's signing off on these operations? Altina. Instructor. Surround him. Left. Ah! Hey, buddy. How's it going? The Iron Bloods. Good old Dector. Here's neutral. We have a non-interference agreement. Am I coming here as something to look kindly upon? Oh! So... nobody signed off on this mission? Some people were just being idiots? Okay, well that makes more sense, I suppose. Go to the Ashen Chevalier's actions at Ordis and the Fortress. From stemming the war effort. Look, I didn't give you to talk military strategy. Ooh, he's got the magic eyes. And Blood and Iron himself. The Chancellor? Huh, it's weird though. Are they cursed then? Sense. Maybe that explains. Touch Emir again. Lecter, what are you? Well then, see you around. Okay, well that makes... I guess it was resolved in a way that made sense. I just kind of... I'll admit, when I think of, like, their military, I think, by and large, they're, when I think of the Erebonian military, by and large, I kind of think of them in terms of, like, being, you know, a disciplined group. Which is why I was very confused, like, who gave this order? But apparently just a bunch of them went and did it themselves. Oh no, the hug! He gave her a hug. Now she can pat his head. Take things to someone. Don't press out on your own. Take it if I lose you too. Meat is very fragile. But you know what? After all he's been through, I'm not going to hold his fragility against him. This is very understandable. The man Sandy exists on a razor edge. I lost her. Oh, see? Everything's fine.
I can't carry on the way I have any longer. I need to change. I may need to do what Milliam did. No, that would cause him pain as well. I need to come up with a plan of my own to protect him when and where he needs it most. What is this emotion I'm feeling?
What is this feeling you humans call love?
It feels somehow different from my connection to the others. Could this be what they call...
Could this be what they call codependency? Friends. Alright. A little moment with her. Nice little bonding bit. That's very nice, very nice. Open again. How do I really feel about him? It's always one of those interesting bits, right? Like, at the one hand, of course, you want to have the whole... Of course, you're my friend, and I trust you. If you say this is something you want to handle alone, I believe in you. You got it, buddy? But on the other hand, it's also like, you're my friend, which means I must constantly butt in on everything, especially even if you told me not to. And both are the sign of true friendships. Well, actually, one is more like a realistic friendship, and the other is like an anime friendship. Or a plot-driven friendship. Or a... Hello, gentlemen. Pretty good stuff back home. You still got a lot to learn about gambling, and women both. As Crow, as C, and as Siegfried. I have trouble thinking of either of them as ladies' men, honestly. Like, for all their talk, I think they could have done a few more scenes establishing them actually being ladies' men, even if they were just random NPC hanger-ons. Everything on stage back at Thor's. Okay, that's, for example, Tatiana, right? So you wouldn't stand a chance. In fact, you might want to get moving on that before she does. It's not like I care anything. Oh, Ash. Oh, Ash. Never need advice about him. You just come to Uncle Crow. I find it actually very funny, Ash. You know what? I think, Ash, I've changed my mind about you. I think it's all bluster. You haven't done anything with women. The closest you've been to a woman is your adopted mom. Isn't that right, Ash? Isn't that right? That abyss lady, see in the eyes, talks like she knows every secret the world's trying to hide. She doesn't want to share. That is not an inaccurate description of Vita. I'm not glad I didn't get too involved with it. Other times I wish I had. Okay, no, I can understand that. It's a very, when she's older than him. Her whole Ouroboros thing is also a very mixed bag. No, I know it kind of does. They definitely have a certain kind of bond. But, you know, it's like, sometimes there's that bond you have with a friend. And if you try to change that relationship into something more than a friendship, you may not be ever able to have that friendship back. Settle the score. I don't know. More than 5 years now. A lot's happened. I don't know. Given your relationship with Emma, Reen, I think it is a somewhat typical. Celine and the musée. Back. I never said you could pet. Your mouth says no, but you're purring all the same. Were you some sort of living person? And this would be very appropriate. There it is. It's definitely one of those. Man, if the genders were reversed or changed around here, it would be so inappropriate. I thought Vita's way of petting me was dangerous. Don't tell me you're her disciple! Musée, we need to have a long talk about consent later. A long talk. Examining. This so-called turning point. Alright.
How can I help?
Anything in the bargain bin?
Come
Nope.
back anytime. How can I help?
Going to trade. Nope.
Come back anytime. How can I help?
Alright, I
Come
think I'm
back
okay on
anytime.
gear. I think we'll call it here. We had a good moment with Macias, and we had a nice little moment with Altina. I'm a little surprised that they didn't decide that the you know what? I'm still gonna chalk it up to the curse. Those guys decided to take independent military action in violation of government agreements because they were cursed. That's what I'm gonna go with. Because that, you know what? That makes more sense to me than deciding to tag on the cursed one to the other guy who, again, had entirely understandable motivations. So, well, we'll do it that way. We'll just say everyone's cursed. All the curse. And I wish everyone else a cursed evening.